so many people mistakenly believe that when it comes to social media, it's creator or bust. Like they have to be a creator. But one of the things that I think is fascinating is you can be a curator, much like what you're doing right now, Andy, on this interview, right? You can curate, experts, information that your audience will find valuable. And that's just as powerful. So these are some of the principles I talk about in Momentum.
That's fantastic. And speaking of the digital age, you recently spoke at South by Southwest in a session titled Treacherous, 5 Marketing Lies We All Believe, which fascinates me. It refers to the failure of the attention economy. So I have a few questions here. First of all, what is the attention economy? How did it fail us? And what are some of the marketing lies that we all believe?
So the attention economy, is this idea where as long as you get attention, you, in any way, shape, or form, you can move forward. And a lot of what's fed this is attribution and looking at attribution software. A lot of these vendors that try to sell us these ideas, sell marketers on these ideas, that everything is trackable and everything is measurable, when we know that's just not really true. And so what you find is companies have found ways to get attention, but they're not necessarily getting a seat at the table. They're not getting invited into the types of things that they like, the deals that they want to be at, the speaking invitations, or even the PR opportunities. So the idea is, how do you make yourself relevant and in a world that's really noisy? So attention is great. We know visibility drives opportunities, but it needs to be the right type of visibility. It needs to really be the thing that gets you invited to the table. And so some of these lies that I covered for South by, I'll highlight one of them for you. It's, this idea that everything, again, is measurable, and it's really not. What we find is, I've been talking about this concept of dark social since 2016. More and more social and media are getting split. There's the media element, which is, a lot of it is just strangers like TikTok and Instagram, information we consume. But then the social element is, a lot of that is happening in the dark, meaning it's your messaging apps, it's Slack channels, it's LinkedIn Messenger. All of these areas are where we're having communication and we're sharing ideas, but none of that is, is accessible. It's not something that companies can see, but it's certainly something companies can influence. And I think that was one of my key goals to help marketers understand at South by and at large, that so much of what you're doing is not going to be trackable, but I don't want people to choose the merely measurable when really they could be going after the much more meaningful.